On Bishop Franco, what the diocese says. The press note from Jalandhar. Complaints filed against the sister and a counter complaint by the sister against Bishop of Jalandhar on sexual abuse. The previous Superior General of the MJ congregation, which has its headquarters in Jalandhar, was transferred to Kuruvilangad convent in 2013, when the new Superior General was elected. The sister continued as Superior of the St. Francis Home, Kuruvilangad, without any problem. After a term of 3 years, she was informed about a transfer in 2016. Then, she requested that she should be allowed to continue for 1 year as she was undergoing treatment for back problem and wanted to continue there to complete the treatment. Considering her request, she was allowed to continue for 1 more year as superior. In November 2016, a woman reached Jalandhar to complain against his sister, accusing her of destroying her family due to the illicit relationship the sister had with her husband, and threatened that if no action is taken, she will go to the media. She was asked to submit her complaint in writing, and the same was submitted in her own handwriting. The Superior General, along with her council, met the bishop and apprised him for the complaint, and bishop asked them to make a preliminary inquiry and do the follow-up. The accused sister began to threaten that she would not allow any inquiry as she was the former Superior General and the accusations are false. She said that she will leave the congregation if she is called to Jalandhar for enquiry. Since she was still considered respectable and as a person who guided the congregation for almost 9 years, the general team felt that she should not be treated like any other sister. The General Council decided to meet her at Kuruvilangad, and in the meeting that took place between the general and the accused sister, she refused to respond to the letter and to give anything in written. After this, in 2017, a new superior was appointed to the community. In response, the accused sister submitted a resignation letter and asked her dispensation to leave the congregation on March 26, 2017. When this blackmailing technique did not work, as there was no immediate reaction from the general, as after she thought, she withdrew her application to leave the congregation. After 3 days, on March 30, 2017, she then started harassing the local superior, and there was constant complaint through phone by the superior on one hand and by accused sister and her supporters on the other hand. The General Council then constituted a 3-member committee to inquire about the problems and to complete the procedure regarding the complaint received against her. The committee informed about the meeting. The accused sister called her family members and threatened the members of dire consequences against them and the bishop if any action is taken against her. Since the atmosphere was disturbing, the committee could not complete the procedure and reported about what happened at the meeting. Part of their conversations was recorded in the mobile phone. They accused the bishop of unnecessary interference in the affairs of the congregation and made false allegations against the members. The superior of the house requested for a transfer even before completing 1 year due to constant harassment and non-cooperation by the accused sister. The General Council, after considering the situation and hearing from others who were experienced, decided to transfer the entire community except one sister who had serious medical problem and requested to continue there. The transfer order was given on March 23, 2018, and a new community was constituted. The accused sister was transferred to another community in Kerala. Sri reacted by stating that she will not move out from Kuruvilangad and demanded that she should be made superior of the convent. However, in a letter, she requested that she should be allowed to continue there as she was undergoing treatment for back problem. She was directed to complete her treatment and move to the assigned community, which at a medical college close by at Pariyaram at the earliest. In reaction, she managed to get her own sister and another sister, members of the same congregation, who were assigned to Bihar, and left their respective places and reached Kuruvangad, stating that they have come to support the accused sister as injustice is done to her. They threatened that they would not move out until the said sister is given justice. Meanwhile, the Superior General went for a visit to the house as she was visiting the houses in Kerala. She reached the house on June 2, 2018 and wanted to meet the community and others who were staying there. The Chancellor of the diocese was also present. On June 3rd, the sisters who were rebellious called their family members and suddenly appeared there and wanted to meet the Superior General. In the meeting, they continued the language of threat and demanded that they should be reinstated as superior of the house. In their presence, different demands were made by all the sisters, numbering 6 of them. The sisters wanted salary for the years they were in the convent before leaving. The family members said that they will have to continue in the convent for the rest of their life. Then demand was made that Bihar region should be formed as they did not want to work in Jalandhar with Kuruvangad as their mission home. The family members demanded that an answer should be given before June 30th. Since there was no willingness for dialogue and the family members kept on threatening the Superior General and Bishop of dire consequences, they were asked to submit their demands in writing for the council to consider their demands. After returning to Jalandhar, a letter was sent to the sister on 13th June 2018 asking her to specify her demands in the order of priority for the council to consider. In a reply to this letter dated 23rd June 2018, she came up with a new allegation besides many other matters pertaining to the congregation. She, very first time accused that Bishop Franco Mulakkal abused me under threat. This was the first time that the congregation received such a complaint of this nature. Since the matter was beyond the purview of the Superior General, it was forwarded to the superiors of appropriate action. When the matter was discussed in diocesan Curia, it was suggested that the civil authorities should be informed so that if their threats are serious, the police could look into the matter. The PRO of the diocese was entrusted to do the needful. In retaliation, the sister accused has also gone ahead with a complaint to the police as threatened earlier, stating that she was sexually abused several times from the year 2014. This is a new revelation she had made as never before this accusation was brought to the superiors. It cannot be considered as a genuine complaint as she has moved from one statement to another and one demand to another. The entire problem began only after the complaint was submitted against the sister, who refused to cooperate and made other accusation of interference from bishop in the community and the congregation. The entire matter should be investigated and appropriate action should be initiated so that no superior is victimized for legitimate action against erring members. For PRO, Diocese of Jalandhar.